Good evening. It is Monday, October 18th, 2010. This is our tropical update for the day. This is Josh, the junior weather nut. And today we're going to be talking about the Atlantic as it remains quiet, except for one disturbance we're watching in the Caribbean, as it still lurks. First of all, let's take a look at the picture of the National Hurricane Center's view of the Atlantic. This is our system that we're watching. This one could become Richard. We also got this very weak low pressure system. This isn't much to talk about unless it moves further west, and then it might be something to talk about, like all systems are now. This right here could become Richard as it moves generally west-northwest. We take a closer look at that. The center of circulation is right in here, as it's going to slowly become lower, but it's kind of interacting with land right now, which takes the chance down for it to develop as much. But it's slowly drifting this direction, and it's just going to float on out here until it gets over sea, and that's when it more than likely develop. Take a look at the satellite view of it. This is the Western Atlantic, and this is it right here. It looks pretty potent, actually. The center of circulation is right in here, as I said. It's interacting with land as we speak, more or less. Let's take a look at if we take a look at the models for it. Some models take it just due west over Honduras, Central America, and across Central America into the Pacific Ocean. Other models take it up north and then dive it south. I don't know how it's going to do that. There's still some shear going on in the Gulf as this jet stream still dipped down some. But we're still going to have to watch this system. This hasn't developed yet, which makes the models get thrown off. This one could come up and hit Florida. I mean, Richard could be the last U.S. interacting storm. I do think there will be 3 more storms this season, and they will more than likely interact with the United States, if not one not interact with the United States. There's still some shear going on in the Gulf, though, which will cause storms to navigate away from the Gulf of Mexico. Let's take a look at the Eastern Atlantic. We've got a couple of waves here, one right here, as these all move generally westward. This is that weak low pressure system right here. And it originally had a 20%, 10% chance, and then it kind of died out, and they're not worried about it. These could come off and over time get over here and develop. I do not know if that'll happen. It more than likely will not. But that's a quick look at the tropics for the day. There's really not much to talk about. We'll go back and look at this storm one more time, and let's take a closer look at it. This is the National Hurricane Center's view. Like I said, there's still some shear going on in the Gulf, but I do think that this one has a good chance to develop. As I said, Richard is the next named storm, available named storm for the season. The center of circulation is right in here, interacting with land. It's more of a broad circulation that I made out right there. That's the closest possible. As this generally drifts westward, northwestward, it'll probably come back out over sea, and then either, depending on which way it wants to go, it'll either go this way, or it'll more than likely come up this direction. Depends on how long it takes to develop, how fast it moves, for the shear to die down, and it to be able to develop and hit the United States. But if it goes fast enough, and the shear does not die down quick enough, it will whiz on over out across Cuba, like Paula did, and go out to sea. But that's a quick look at the tropical update. We'll inform you later on as this system becomes gradually stronger. And you can visit us on first10weather.com, youtube.com/oneweathernut. Subscribe, rate, and comment. Also our new blog out titled Weather Nut Talk, first10weather.com/weathernut, or on the main page for First 10 Weather. There's a link on the sidebar for our blog. We will continue to update you on the United States as well, and eventually we're going to get to talking about the winter as it approaches us ever so rapidly. As you know, the first snow of the season fell in the Northeast over our fall break for school. A nor'easter came up, hit the Northeast coast, and dumped a lot of rain, and the places that did get some wet snow, there was a lot of it. Some of it was up in Vermont and northeastern part of New York. And they got 3-4 inches. Mountains got 7 inches of snow That's amazing. First snow of the season fell there. But that's it for the tropical update. Everyone have an excellent evening.